everyone, and welcome to the last episode in our 12-hour day with the wonderful Becca from the Dice Girls. Oh, hi.
Hi.
Since we are already 20 minutes in, I'm not going to go through all my usual spiel. All I'll ask viewers is that the bot will occasionally put links in the chat. Don't just glance over them. Follow them. They're good links. They lead to, you know, people who sponsor me and who need support and discounts and all sorts of good things. So check them out. Let's go around and say hello to everyone. Starting, of course, with the wonderful Becca. Becca, hi.
Hi. How's it going?
Oh,
I'm Becca. I am Becca, and I am DMing this game today, and I'm also the, this is my first one-shot, and it's my first time DMing for people that I don't really know very well, but everyone's been super fantastic so far. I am the DM for the Dice Girls, which is an all-female actual play podcast.
Fantastic. Well, let's continue around the board and say hello to our next guest, Castle Mac Lydia. Welcome. Oh, hi.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm Lydia. Happy to be here as always. I love coming and playing on Scratch Channel. I guess briefly I will tell you that I am playing Willow, who is a nature cleric. That's all.
Fantastic. Well, next around we have Crazy J. Oh, hi. Hi, Jay.
Oh, hi. Hi. Good to be here again. This is so much fun. I'm looking forward to this. I will be playing Terra, the halfling, ghostwise halfling druid of the Moon Circle.
And so hang on, let me just refresh my mind. Druid, and what's Willow? Sorry.
She is a nature cleric.
Nature cleric, druid. Okay, cool. I'm not creating a character right now. That's not what's happening.
No, you're totally not
Super convincing.
Yeah, I believe this.
Oh wow, this isn't character monster. Okay, cool. So next around we have Atomic Firebird. Oh hi.
Hi. I'm Atomic Firebird. Brit is good too. And I am playing Trill, a human barbarian.
Fantastic. Barbarian cleric druid. Okay. And we're playing at level
3
today. Yeah. So
yeah. You knew that though. You knew that.
Oh yeah, I totally knew that. I totally knew we were playing at level 3.
Absolutely.
Today I will be playing Charlie. Charlie is... I've actually got their pronouns wrong. I'm the worst. Charlie... we're going to go for a proper elven androgyny today, and they are a... rogue! We don't have any sneaks. They're a rogue. Yep. And they just, you know, they fit in. They're fun.
Everyone remembers Charlie the Rogue.
Charlie the Rogue.
Yeah.
Totally.
They've been here the whole time.
That's
Yeah,
right.
a good friend of ours.
Oh yeah, he's been here the whole time, you know.
But he's a rogue, so you just don't know.
Yeah, it's just that stealthy, you know.
They're like super good at being a rogue.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
They've been your friend for a year and you didn't even know it.
You know, it's just the way it is sometimes. You know, he tries, but you know, they try.
I'm not sure they're real. They could be my imaginary friend. I don't know.
You just don't see them so often.
Yeah, so with little further to do, we hand over to Becca. Becca, this is your stream.
Holy bananas.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. I'm doing a thing that I've never done before. Okay. So, we're gonna start off the game. I would like to know how all of your characters know each other. Who wants to go first? Anybody?
We definitely did a lot of preparation and decided a very
Totally.
complex series of relationships amongst us, and they it's too much information for just a one shot, so we'll just boil it down to we are and a mostly lady adventuring group. I lost the trail. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
That's fair.
That's what it is.
We're all just nature babes, and we're here. I think it's going to be a manor because we were invited.
So you're not quite at the manor yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, like the local animal shelter wanted all
Yeah.
nature babes to attend this gala.
Totally.
Yeah, we
I dig
totally
it.
Take care of like parks and whatnot and things like that and environments. And together, that's what we do.
Okay. All right. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Charlie is group tag along.
Okay.
These people make them feel at home. You know, it's just.
So, we're gonna say that you guys, have arrived. You've arrived in this town, together, traveling together, maybe going from animal shelter to animal shelter, like Lydia said. You notice something a little strange in this town. It's kind of a small town, and you can't seem to figure out what the name of the town is, which strikes you as a little odd.
Just a smidge.
Yeah. So not too long after you arrive in town, you are actually summoned by a messenger who sends for you and says that the chief of police in this town would like to have a meeting with you.
Probably because of Charlie.
My reputation precedes me. This is my destiny.
I mean, I have a certain set of skills, but I don't think it's really anything to do with me.
So the messenger leads you to the chief of police, and you walk in into this building, and you see this extremely rotund, very round man. He has a big handlebar mustache, like he looks almost comical, and he turns around when he sees you and says, "Hello there, Chief of Police Roland Poland. Thank you so much for meeting with me."
Hello.
We didn't do it. That cage was already open, and all of those raccoons had already escaped.
Very well. That's not why I've called you here, but that's good to know. So we have some raccoons on the loose, is what you're telling me.
They're fine.
No. They shouldn't have been in the cage to begin with. They need to be free.
Exactly. They're where they're supposed to be now.
I've never seen a cage in my life.
Okay, well, the reason I don't know if I believe you or not, young person, but the reason that I have called you here is I have heard of your travels, and I'm actually looking for some help to solve a mystery that has come up, and word around town is that you guys know what you're doing. Is that true?
Absolutely.
The clustrum agrees.
I just follow them. I'm of no consequence, really.
Have any of
Hardly
you?
even know he's here.
That's fair. Okay. Well, I don't know if you have heard yet, but there is a big gala going on at Lord Fuega's manor this evening, and it's supposed to be the biggest event this kingdom has ever seen, and it's going to be. Lord Fuega says it's going to be the most fabulous event that anyone has ever attended in their entire lives. But unfortunately, we received a message today, a warning that there might be an attempt on Lord Fuega's life during his gala this evening.
Oh, goodness.
That is awful.
It's quite disturbing.
Who would do that?
That is certainly no astrology.
Player to DM.
Yes.
If I took the background criminal and the rogue archetype assassin, might I know about this already?
Gosh, roll me an insight check with advantage. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, sure, that sounds perfectly fair. +1 to my advantage. I've not quite got my dice rolls out yet, so I'll just be doing it the old-fashioned way.
Okay.
3. 2. 3 is what I rolled. Nope, I know nothing.
Yeah, you have no idea what's going on. You haven't heard a darn thing. You don't even know what this town is called. So you are not.
I genuinely haven't seen a cage in my life. I've got no idea.
Good try though. Good try. No, we received this note this morning, and Charlie, the chief of police hands you a handwritten note, basically that says there's going to be an attempt tonight on Lord Fuega, and you can see that the handwriting is quite large and loopy looking, and it kind of slants a little bit to the right. It's very distinct handwriting. And he says, this is our only clue that we have.
I would take it and, what does it say?
There will be an attempt on Lord Fuega's life this evening.
That's all? Straight to the point?
That's all we got. It's apparently our wannabe assassin is a person of few words.
Not good with words. What is this gala in celebration of?
Well, Lord Fuega just is trying to bring more notoriety, more attention to our small village here. We have a little trouble being taken seriously, partially related to the name of our town, but that's neither here nor there. And he's just trying to get us on the map and get people to take us more seriously. So he wants to bring a lot of attention and a lot of people in to see what a nice place it is.
That's
And what
a
was the
really
name of this
good,
town?
good point, because it's actually kind of hard to find your town on the map. I tried.
What is the name again?
Well, our town is called Bahahaha, and it's Bahahaha. Bahahaha.
Bahahaha.
Bahahaha.
Bahahaha.
Yes,
Could you just point to it?
it's right there,
Maybe
right between those two dots.
maybe the gala could be to nominate a new name or not. We can go and check it out. It's fine. It's a lovely town.
Thank you. We very much appreciate it, and we have had a little trouble getting people to take us seriously with our town name, but we're hoping Lord Fuega is hoping that this gala will really put us on the map and get our name out there. Well,
Lord
not our name.
Fuega of the Bahaha for the gala. Gotcha.
Yes, quite much. We do have a problem. This is an extremely exclusive event, and I don't have any invitations to get you into this party. I've tried to get a hold of Lord Fuega to get you in, but you're going to have to find a way in yourselves, it seems. Do you think that's something your party can handle?
No, I'll be terrible. I can get away in.
Maybe we could go to work for the gala, because I've spent some time doing a bit of bouncer work for taverns and such. So maybe because never mind. We'll go with Charlie's idea.
I mean, you could do that certainly if you do wish to, Trill. I'm however, and it is something important to be there for me. I'm sure my destiny lies that way, so they would not leave me at the door. Destiny won't just leave me outside. That would be a great Nicolist of an thing.
Well, you could probably be a bartender. You're good with the herbs and things.
Yeah. I could try. I'm gonna try. Thank you.
Well, however you deem to get in, I'm sure we'll be just fine. And your job this evening is to make sure that Lord Fuega doesn't obviously get assassinated, and also to maybe find out who is going to make this attempt on his life. There will be a handsome reward if you are able to succeed.
I like handsome rewards.
How
Sorry, I lost
handsome
my
are
voice
they?
for a second.
Success
Quite-
is its own reward.
Quite handsome.
What's their name?
Their name is lots of gold.
I like lots of gold.
Oh, you've already met them. Oh,
Wait.
lots of oh, yes, that makes more
Yes.
sense.
Yes.
I'm awfully confused now.
Well,
Shall
this
we go?
this gala is starting in a few hours. I can give you. He hands you a map of how to get to
Bahaha?
Lord. A map of Bahaha. He hands you a map with a circle drawn around Lord Fuega's manor, and it's not super far away. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Thank you, and if you get into any trouble, just tell them that Chief Roland Poland sent you.
Your roly poly sent us. Gotcha.
Town Baja.
Roland Poland.
Roly poly, we will tell them you sent us. And Tara's just out the door.
Oh boy.
So you guys are not too far from the manor. We're gonna say it's probably like late afternoon at this point in the day.
And what time does the gala start?
It starts in a couple hours.
So we have time to like go and get nice gala clothes.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to do
Well,
that,
That's what. Yes, you can't show up to a gala wearing your like nature babe clothes.
right?
Like
There's a Bahaha boutique.
Yeah, I want to check that out.
Yeah, totally.
It's gonna be a bahaha brouhaha.
Yes, yes, it is. That's what they should have called the gala.
Right?
I want to go to the boutique and try to find something that is like animal print. Like I want like a leopard print dress here.
Absolutely, they definitely have. They have a selection of faux leopard print dresses.
I would never buy real leopard. I'll
Fair.
have you know.
Good, because they don't have any.
Good.
Yeah, they have quite a selection.
That's good.
Excellent. I would get myself a fine animal print get up for this event.
Is anybody else going to buy a specific outfit for the gala?
Yeah, I suppose I'll find something suitably worthy of my future heroism. I'm a folk hero with destiny.
It's perfect.
If pressed, I think Trill would, but I think that she's under the assumption now that she's probably better off trying to get in as an employee.
That's
But-
fair.
Do you know what? Charlie really wants to. Charlie really, really wants to, but also they know that if they were to go in like just dark clothes which are different shades, probably no one would ever notice them anyway. So they're sort of leaning towards maybe, and then you know, actually no, they're going to decide to go with the full-on thing. They want to go and buy a dress. That's what they want.
But
Nice.
Yes.
Yep. Open
Yes.
backs, long sleeves to the mid-quarter. None of that billowing out though. Functional, tight to the legs.
Got it.
I want a functional gown.
Yeah.
So now Trail is just like leaning up against the wall, watching all of you try on nice dresses and just like looking terrified.
Do you have like one of those montages where you come out in different outfits and you all like
Yes.
approve or disapprove of your outfits?
Yes. We
At
do.
one point, Tara will go up to Trill with something where it's like, if you don't like dresses, they have nice suits. Or do you want a dress? I'm gonna put you in a dress. I can make shoes. That's what I used to do.
Whatever you think looks best.
Well, what do you like?
Well, not staring at me too much.
Okay, so maybe something Simple.
All right. Need to have a spot to put my axe too.
So
like
like
something-
like the Wonder Woman dress. You can just tuck the axe in the back.
No, people will definitely look.
Something with pockets.
No, let's go to
Deep pockets.
the dwarven lines.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure they do taller people stuff. Like dwarves always carry axes. They'll have something where you can carry your axe, and it'll be sort of formal, but not too, wah.
Yeah.
Alright.
That sounds good. We'll check the Dwarven Warrior line.
Totally. They have the perfect outfit.
Shaking. Sorry. I'm back.
Yeah.
Let's
So
go
in the dwarven line, yeah, you find something great.
Yes.
What
All right.
does it look like?
That is up to you. What would you want it to look like?
Oh.
What would be your ideal gala?
I feel like the most absurd thing would be best. Just the most absurd thing to put a barbarian in. Sequins, I guess.
Yes.
I dig it.
Sequins that look like vaguely like chainmail almost, but not enough to negate my lack of armor bonus.
Fair.
Sequins that are like heavily layered over one another. No,
Yeah.
no, we don't want those.
No.
The ones that you can like move your hand and like flip them the other way. That's armor. That is
Yes,
sequins
like those
armor.
pillows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's sequins
Cute.
armor.
Yeah. You move them one way and it's like orange or blue, and then the other way it's a different color.
Yeah, we're gonna avoid those.
Oh,
That become
okay.
armors.
This is great.
All right, so we're gonna say you all find your dream outfits at the Bahaha boutique.
What a
And then
wide selection. I had no idea.
they do. They have a very wide selection here. It's one of the things that they pride themselves on.
How did we not know about this town before?
Well, we
I mean,
could
it's
talk-
literally not on the map.
That's why we're here.
To put it on the map.
To
Yes.
keep the guy who's going to put it on the map from being killed.
Sure.
and to rescue all the animals out of the cages and stuff.
Yeah.
And then-
Exactly. And the animals.
Yes. All right. So, do you guys head towards the manor?
Yes.
Yes, of course we do.
Cool. And everyone, we've hit 10 retweets, so that means one of us is going to get a random potion.
Oh.
Becca, would you like to select someone, or would you like to roll a dice to see who gets it?
Let's roll a dice. So I need what, a D4?
Yeah.
Give me a sec.
As I hastily look for my list of potions. They're somewhere.
Oops. Might help if I typed it in properly.
Mm.
That's fine. Who's that?
So Scrat, that's you.
Hey! So I guess maybe, I don't know, how do I find this potion? Is it like a cheap drinks vendor or something? Like...
Oh,
It's in the
let's
pocket
see.
of the outfit you just bought.
Yes, it was just
There you go.
left there.
Somebody left it in your pockets of your fabulous dress.
This looks a bit like tarnished brass, but... smells like banana. I like banana.
You just chug this drink.
Yes, and my head shrinks.
That'll help you get in.
I'm not sure how much by, but my head shrinks an amount. There's no conditions on this or anything, Becca, so the duration of this effect, the amount of shrinking that goes on, it's all up to you. We won't let it break your game.
Well, it really wasn't a way to get
boy.
ahead in this plan, now was it?
I feel lightheaded.
I see what you did there. This is great. I kind of want it to last maybe the whole time. We'll see. We'll see where things go. You don't know how long it's gonna last. You just drink a random potion.
Like in
Right?
Beetlejuice, the guy with the suit and the tiny head.
And the real tiny head.
The really tiny head.
It's maybe like it's not that much smaller. It's like it's just enough smaller that you give us like a second look, like, whoa, that guy has a really small head. But not.
It's a really terrible joke I want to make, and I'm not gonna make it. It was a really bad joke I want to make. I'm just gonna leave it at that part because that's probably enough to guess. But yeah, no, we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that.
Fair. So we're gonna say you all arrive outside of Lord Fuega's manor. It is a huge, sprawling manor, and there is a gated entrance at the front, and you can see 2 guards standing in front of the gate.
So who wants to tackle this one?
No better than to try to do the talking.
I can have a go at talking if you like. If you like.
Yes. Maybe he'll notice your head.
Why would... Okay.
Oh, no reason. It's fine. How's your hat
It's
feeling
just-
lately?
It's such a nice looking head. I just thought he might comment on it. Go talk.
Does
Okay.
Charlie not know that their head is smaller?
I guess not.
No one told him.
Fair.
I will
We have not mentioned anything.
walk
No one.
towards the guards.
Do you have an invitation?
I look back at the group. I look back and go, yes.
Well, where is it? We need to have your invitation before we can allow you into this very exclusive event.
Don't you recognize us?
Should we recognize you?
Well, yeah. We're the biggest thing to hit this town since sliced bread. That's what they said in the papers.
And what is it that exactly that you do that we should recognize you for?
I look back and I'm like, we're musicians.
Where roll me a deception check, please.
I would love to. I would love to roll you a deception check. Luck be a lady.
Head and shoulders, knees and toes.
12.
12. Okay. The guard kind of narrows his eyes and looks at you when you say that you're a musician. And the other one speaks up and says, if you're musicians, where are your instruments?
We're here as guests.
All
Yeah,
guests
always-
received an invitation. Where are your
Can I bring my
invitations?
I look back to the group floundering.
You've heard of a cappella, haven't you?
Isn't that newfangled kind of singing?
Yes, where
Yes.
you don't actually need instruments. Come on, you tell me you haven't heard of it? Wow, this is a really backwards town. Isn't that what the Lord is trying to fix right now with this Gala? You're stopping us from getting in here. He's gonna be very angry with you.
Well, we don't want that.
Mhm.
Tara, roll me a persuasion.
Oh joy.
Ah.
14.
What? 14.
I don't know why it's rolling double though. I'll check that. But yeah.
That's-
Well,
If the guard needs more convincing, I'll start singing.
go for it. Yeah.
Not actually, but I'll.
No, yeah, but Willow starts. I get it. You don't have to actually sing.
Thank God. Okay. Do you have
but-
performance?
I'm gonna have you roll performance for that.
I did a 12. Not the worst singing.
Yeah, no, not the worst singing. The guards look looks slightly impressed.
Slightly.
They kind of glance at each other. Well, if you're here to perform, I'm sure Lord Fuega wouldn't want you to be late. So just I'm keeping an eye on you. Make sure that you're actually here to perform. And if I don't see you guys performing later on this evening, you're gonna be in big trouble.
All right, now look.
Absolutely.
You'll
I'll sing all night.
You'll notice that my sleeves are bare all the way up to the elbow. Well, when I produce this pack of cards, I give them a good shuffle. Would you like to shuffle them, or are you happy?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, pick a card, any card. Not that one, that one.
He picks a different card.
Alright, now we'll put it back in the deck and we'll shuffle it. I'm going to try and slip it behind my hand.
Okay. Roll me a sleight of hand check.
Oh, one of my good things has got to work, right? 15?
Nice. Yeah, we're going to say you succeed. You definitely do it.
I throw all the cards into the air, except for the one I hold on to.
What? We can't have this mess on the ground when all these guests are going to be arriving soon.
Wait. Is this your card? Drops the card and just walks through the gate.
Now, if you will permute us to go in, we shall go in now. And yes, that was the wrong word. Sarah just follows Charlie.
And,
Please.
and Trill just silently is going to do that thing where she stands up real tall and is just like, yeah. What they said. That's it.
The guards, as you're going in, if you turn and look back, you see them like frantically picking cards up off the ground, and the guard who picked the card is just holding that card and like inspecting it so closely, like trying to figure out what happened, what kind of sorcery is in this particular card. They're perplexed. So you walk through the gate. There is like a courtyard, and you go into the front door into a large kind of hall area. And very, very handily enough, in the hall, tacked to the wall, is a map of the manor. And you can see that there are 9 rooms in this manor. There's a study, there's a hall, a lounge, a dining room, there's a kitchen, you have a ballroom, you have the conservatory, the library, and something labeled billiards room.
You did not.
Bruh! Bruh! Sorry. The bruh! That's yours.
I did.
I'm so happy. Oh my gosh.
Are there any like candlesticks or anything in this room?
Yeah, there are some candlesticks for sure.
Is that a lead pipe on the ground, or?
Find rope. I badly need to find rope.
This looks a bit like a metal crossbow.
So you're in the hall, and you do see a couple of people entering, kind of arriving to the party early. You do see you see a man in there. He is a tiefling, and he's kind of standing by himself. He looks a little nervous, and he is wearing like a purple vest and some black pants.
You said you
Rock,
looked
paper,
nervous.
scissors, 2 goes talk to them.
I'm out. I talked first last time.
Does he look particularly academic?
He's wearing glasses.
So yes.
So yes.
There is there anyone else, or is it just him?
He kind of stands out to you a little bit, but there are other people kind of milling about, kind of entering. So the hall is kind of like the entrance to the manor, and so people are kind of passing through on their way to the party.
And you said he's a tiefling and he looks nervous.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to go talk to him, I guess.
Okay, and what do you say?
I would slink up to him and be like, "Hey, did you get an invitation to this party?"
Well, of course I did. Hello there. My name is Cyril, and what is your name?
Cyril. I've never heard that name. Do you have any pets?
They're ripping off.
I do not have any pets. What an unusual question. Do you have any pets?
I have so many pets, and I'm just here to talk about them. And you looked lonely.
Well, thank you. I'm trying to decide whether to go in or not.
Well, I noticed that you looked nervous, and I thought that I would make some small talk, and usually I talk about pets, so why are you so nervous? You have an invitation. Clearly you're wanted.
That's fair. That is a fair point. Thank you so much for that. I don't always do very well in social situations, and I have never been close with Lord Fuega, so I'm not quite sure why he invited me to this party.
Well, you must have some influence in this town.
I do teach at one of our local schools. That is my passion. It is my life. And what of you? How do you know Lord Fuego? Why did you receive an invitation to this party?
Well, we're here as a performing group.
Ah, I see.
Acapella, have you heard of it?
I have heard of acapella. It is all the rage in the Baja academic circles.
I've heard that.
Yes, a very big crossover between academics and acapella. I think maybe they sound so similar that we just couldn't help ourselves.
Absolutely. And, just they understand refined tastes.
Absolutely. So you are here to perform. Are you one of the headliners then? Would I have heard of you?
Maybe not a headliner.
I see.
Yet.
I see. Well, good luck to you on this, on your performance this evening. I look forward to hearing you perform. I will make sure to tell everyone.
While talking to him, can I do like an insight check to see if he's got any like weapons on him or?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Oh no, where'd my character sheet go? I got a 22 on perception.
Ooh.
Holy bananas.
Yeah, right? He's covered with weapons.
He's got them everywhere. No, he actually he truly is very nervous. He doesn't have any visible weapons on him at all, or any that you can see, and you get the feeling that he really is very quite harmless and just maybe a little bit out of his element at this social gathering.
Wonderful. Well, I will tell him good night, and I hope that you stay long enough to see our a cappella performance.
I look forward to it. It was so nice to meet you.
You should get a pet. Farewell.
He doesn't know what to say to that. He looks a little confused.
Academic puce. And yes, I did just Google words for purple.
Nice. So Cyril is like, I'm trying to remember the Spanish word for plum it has some similar letters to the name Cyril in it.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, I see it there.
Yeah. Yes.
Makes sense. I approve.
Thank you. All right. So Cyril, after that conversation with Willow, he looks a little more emboldened, and he actually leaves the hall.
I love being a positive influence.
You definitely were.
No big deal. Okay.
You did awesome. You did awesome. All right. Shall we move further in and see who else we have here?
I think so. So, where would you guys like to go? When you exit the hall, you can see entrances to all the rooms kind of laid out around you.
I was gonna cheat and bring up the clue board map.
Yeah. Thank you.
I quite like the sound of the conservatory. There might be some snacks or maybe a buffet out there.
In the conservatory?
Well, if I was going to serve snacks, I'd do it in the conservatory.
I could eat.
I like food.
When's the last time that we had a good food bin?
Okay. Sorry, give me
It's been
one
a while.
moment.
In some time, yeah.
The conservatory. I can't say that word.
Conservatory?
Conservatory.
Trill is gonna kind of like lightly like elbow Willow. We're not really gonna have to sing, are we?
Hopefully it won't get that far. But just in case, maybe have a drink.
Good idea.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Okay. So you all head to the conservatory, and you pass a couple people on the way, but the conservatory is actually it looks kind of dark in there. It's very warm, and you see a lot of plants, and there's not really anybody quite in here yet, and it just seems to be kind of like a greenhouse where nobody really is right now.
Can I do like a nature check to see if any of the plants in that conservatory are poisonous?
Okay.
I will assist you.
All right.
Thanks. Nature.
So I'm assisting with an 18.
Cool.
I
I rolled a 13.
I'm just happy to be here.
Because it's dark and quiet.
It's like the one room I'm good at is the plant room.
That's a really good roll. Yeah. So there are some plants in here that you recognize as poisonous plants. There's plenty of non-poisonous plants as well.
I would hope.
Yes. Yeah, there seems to be a mixture of both dangerous and regular plants in the
Have
conservatory.
the poisonous plants been like pruned? Is that the word?
I think that's the word.
Yeah.
It does appear that the poisonous plants, as well as the rest of the plants, have been pruned recently.
I will turn around and say, I don't know if you've noticed this, but in this garden there are several very dangerous plants, and they have been pruned recently. So maybe don't get a drink. Maybe don't eat the food.
I feel like Trill probably already has like 2 goblets and just like lowers them slowly.
Well, don't eat or drink until I've inspected it at least.
Then she burps.
Okay. Her burp does not smell poisonous, so we're probably fine. I would
Fair.
know.
They like lean in to sniff her burp.
Wow.
I really
Oh,
care about her.
That was a wonderful visual.
Thank you.
Oh man. All right, so where would you guys like to go next?
I mean, I'm really curious to check out the billiard room, but we could check the kitchen for any animals that are kept there that shouldn't be. Like, there's one thing between food animals, and there's another between, you know, keeping animals there that maybe shouldn't be food. Like, fish are friends, not food.
Well, didn't Willow say that none of the animals are food and that we should all be vegetarians?
Did Willow say that?
Somebody did. I don't remember. One of you.
I think it's just that we shouldn't eat things because things might be poisoned. Then we can check the kitchen for poisoned things. Right?
Is that what you guys would like to do?
Yes.
I like the sound of that.
Yes.
All right, so oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I just said 100%. Just back that up.
Okay, so you make your way towards the kitchen, and when you get into the kitchen, there's a lot of hustling and bustling. There's yelling back and forth between the people in the kitchen. It's kind of chaotic, actually. It's very bustling. Things don't seem to be going super well for the kitchen staff. You hear people yelling at each other about the caterers bailed and we don't have any food to serve all these people. What are we gonna do? And you hear someone else saying back, well, we have bread and we have some maybe some cheese that we can serve the people. And they're arguing amongst themselves about what food to kind of serve for this party, and amongst them all is a gnome woman who is dressed in like a white apron, and she's kind of like running around trying to opening cupboards and looking in crates and trying to find food that she can serve at this party.
I'm gonna test the roll thing that's going on here by doing a quick just type roll in the chat for nature to see if any of the herbs or plants out match the ones that Willow pointed out were trimmed.
Okay.
Check the salad.
Okay, so that's a 13, and then we'll see if it... Scrat, can you see that?
I can see that, yes. If we roll normally, it seems to work.
Okay, so it's something in rolling on our sheets.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it could be because this is actually a slightly older character sheet style, so it could just be something to do with that being bugged. Let's not worry about it. We'll use character sheets. We'll just do 1d20 plus whatever. That's fine.
Okay. Okay, so you got a 13.
13.
Yeah. You are looking around in the kitchen pretty carefully to see if there's any plants that you recognize as being from the conservatory, and you don't actually see any. It doesn't look like any of those particular plants have made their way into the kitchen.
That's a relief.
Well, that's this food. To the gnome, what seems to... Okay, sorry for interrupting.
Yes.
What's going on here? What happened?
It's been a complete disaster. I don't know what to do. I'm supposed to feed all these people and we don't have any food. The caterers they backed out at the last minute. They said Lord Fuega wasn't paying them and so now we have nothing. We have bread and cheese, maybe some, I don't know if it's good cheese. we're really struggling here. I don't know what to do, and Lord Fuega is nowhere to be found.
Do you have a garden?
He's nowhere to be found.
I
I
have
haven't-
different concerns.
No, I haven't seen him in hours. I don't know where he is. He's supposed to be throwing this whole party, and he's nowhere.
That's not concerning at all.
Perhaps we shouldn't just check these rooms, but also the bedrooms?
Yes, let's
Where
probably do that now.
where have you checked for Lord Fuega?
Well, I mean, I've been running around here mostly in the kitchen, and back and forth to the dining room as well. And you know, he usually has been checking in on me quite frequently. He's very insistent that this go well. And I'm quite surprised that I haven't heard from him actually. Usually he finds me, and he hasn't, and I don't know what to do.
Well, how about this? I will give you a list of some of the plants. You can probably grab them from garden. Like, if you have food in the garden, bring that in and make some hors d'oeuvres out of that kind of stuff, or little meats out of that. You could probably grab some stuff from the conservatory and make like little plates with the cheese and the bread, and like little things that people can grab, like finger food. Just pretend it's finger food and not big meals. That's all the trends nowadays. That's all popular. But trust us, we adventure around a lot. It's a very good thing to try and do. It's all the rage outside of in other big cities. And we'll go try and find Lord Fuega for you. How's that sound?
That sounds really good. I really appreciate it. I hope the people here aren't upset. They're expecting a very extravagant, very big meal, and everything's going wrong.
Just tell them Lord Fuega wanted to give them a taste of something that's very interesting out of a large city, a new trend in dining.
Okay, I think I'll give that a try. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I appreciate your help.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
On their way out of the kitchen, Trill will sort of turn back and be like, and you know what I sometimes do when the cheese has got all spotty and stuff. You know, you just melt it a little bit on the bread, and then you know it's hot, and so then you can't really taste how gross it is at that point. So he said the cheese wasn't very good, so just melt it a bit, and that's all.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll do that. Melted cheese on bread, and yeah, we can do that. I hope this works. And she starts rushing around the kitchen again.
All right. Okay, look to the group. So where do we want to look?
Bedroom, probably.
I'm for trying the bedroom.
I'd like to try the bedrooms. I mean, that sounds bad. I'd like to go and look in the bedrooms.
You don't want to try them out for a nap?
Yes.
Me too.
Okay. Trundle off.
Okay. So you said you were checking out one of the bedrooms?
All of them, I guess.
Yeah,
This is a manor. There's probably a lot.
Yeah, so
Start checking in.
there's an upstairs where you find a couple of bedrooms.
Yeah, it keeps us
And-
sing.
Yes. So you go into the first bedroom, and it's quite messy in there. It looks like a tornado has gone through it. There are clothes all over the floor. There's like a random rope hanging out like just off to the side. It's just, you don't know. It's just a huge mess. It looks like someone has kind of tore through here, maybe searching for something. And everything seems to be quite out of place.
Oh gosh.
Let me ask you something.
Yes.
Are there any like house animals in this manor, like cats? Like, do they have cats here? Or if they don't have cats, they might have mice?
That is a good question. We're gonna say that you have seen an orange tabby wandering around.
That is wonderful. I would like to go try to find the orange tabby and maybe cast speak with animals.
Oh, okay. So the last place that you saw the orange tabby, we're gonna say, we're gonna say it was outside of the dining room.
Okay. I would tell the group, I'll be right back. And I will try to scurry down and go find the cat.
Fair.
Good luck.
Okay.
I don't know if I should like have you roll something to try and find the cat.
I'll roll investigation.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's roll investigation.
I rolled a 5.
You do not see the cat outside of the dining room.
Okay. All right. I'll go back up to the bedroom, but on my way there, I'll try to like check in the corners and like, I don't know if I have like a spare string I can pull off of my dress or something to try to like. Also, I'll make like the cat noise and be like as I go along to try to like lure this cat to me.
That's adorable. I love it. In one of the like random dark corners on the floor, you just find like a dagger laying there.
Okay. That's
All right.
wonderful. I would like to see if the dagger has any blood on it.
It does not.
It's just lying there.
Yep. Just a dagger.
Okay. So it's laying on the floor. Was there like a dresser above it? That it looked
No.
like it fell off? Like maybe a cat was like...
No,
No?
you are. No,
I'm
it's
still hung up on the cat. Go ahead.
I love it. I love it. I really hope you find that cat.
Aw.
Just a dagger on the floor. Okay.
Yep.
If it doesn't have any blood on it and there's no dead bodies around it, I would pick it up though and kind of like stow it away on my person. Like,
Okay, yeah.
I assume people of this time are used to like stowing daggers on themselves.
Somewhere
Yeah.
in your pretty clothing, you have the pockets to do so.
I do have
Yes.
pockets on this dress. I would never
It's a
buy a
leopard.
dress without pockets.
Right. Yeah. Leopard print dresses have to have pockets.
Exactly.
Every dress has to have pockets.
Right? Right?
Exactly. We get
Myself.
inside this world that everything has pockets.
Yeah. There's non-pocketed clothing does not exist in this world.
Where do I put my chapstick or my hands when I feel weird?
Exactly. Two pockets.
pockets?
Yeah.
Yep. That's it.
All right, so I pocket this dagger in my dress, and
Okay.
Was it in the same room as my friends?
No, it was while you were going back to join them. It was kind of like just in the hallway in a random corner.
Perfect. I will like yoink, pocket the dagger, and then I'll continue on and go catch up with them.
Okay. And what are the rest of you doing in this messy, messy, messy bedroom?
I'm gonna investigate the bedroom itself, see if there's anything in here that was being looked for, or can find. It's a very messy, messy bedroom. What is hiding in this bedroom? I have
Yes.
no investigate skills. Let's find out how well I do. 15.
All right, for a 15, in this bedroom, you like maybe moved aside a pile of clothing or something, and you find a quill and a piece of parchment paper, and it has a shopping list on it, and you notice that the handwriting is like very loopy, and it's big, and it slants to the right.
Hey, does anyone still have that note?
I do. It's in my pocket.
Dang it! Are you here?
Yes.
You came back after looking for the cat?
She
Did you
joined you
not
again.
hear me? I'm right behind you, and I
Like,
found
ah!
my pocket.
Oh gosh! Look at this. Does this look like that note?
I'll pull out the note and we can compare it.
Should I have you roll for that?
I mean, Ken.
No, we're gonna say it's pretty easy to tell that it is the same handwriting on the shopping list and on the assassination note.
What types of things are on the shopping list?
It is apples and eggs and bread. It just looks like nothing. There's not like poison for Lord Fuega on there or anything like that.
There's no 2 feet of rope, some soil.
Can I look over the shoulder and just read the
wrench.
note also? But I'm going to be checking for Thieves' Camp to see if there's a message hidden within the message, which does say something like lead pipe. You know?
Candles.
What was on the list? Everything was like froze for a moment there.
Oh, on the list, it was just a regular shopping list: apples, eggs, nothing suspicious at all. And Charlie, you said you were gonna check the note for Thieves' Camp?
Yeah, I'll just have a cursory glance.
Okay, you don't see any hidden messages on the note.
So I feel like Trill is actually out in the hallway, leaning up against a wall, drinking out of the goblet and playing like lookout. You know,
Okay. I
I think she's probably used to playing that role for Charlie. So
That's fair.
Thank you, Jill.
So, Trill, as you are in the hallway, you see a human. You're fine. You see a human man walk by you, and he is wearing kind of like priestly vestments, and they're green. He seems to be in a little bit of a hurry.
Trill is not is he going into the room that my compatriots are in, or is he going by?
You actually saw him come out of a different room and walk back downstairs towards the rest of the manor.
Okay, being a person of not too many words, Trill will just drink and let him go. And then as soon as he's out of eye shot, run into the room and tell them what I saw. There was a guy up here. I don't know if that's the Lord, but yeah.
Lord Foog?
Wig?
Maybe.
Vlogs?
We didn't know what he looked like, but there was a fella. He looked a bit more cleric-y or something than a lord, but who knows? This town's very weird.
Was he wearing robes? Did he have a holy symbol?
They were sort of greenish,
Okay,
but he came out of the room at the end.
let's go see what's in that room. Maybe the cat's in there. Yes.
Does every room start with a check for cats now?
I like
Let
that.
me make my cat check.
Let me
Roll for
check.
cats.
Oh man. Yeah, okay, so you go you guys go to that room that Trill saw the human man coming out of, and it just looks like a standard bedroom. Roll Willow, roll, what was it, investigation, to see if you find the cat in there.
Yeah, I will.
The terrible thing is roll to cat call.
Oh, my dice aren't rolling. It's just a d20 and then my modifier, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Everything rolled for me like 6 times, but I did bad. I didn't find the cat, so.
Aw, no. The cat is definitely not in the room.
Okay. I forget what a cat even looks like.
Yeah, you think it maybe has 4 legs?
I
Perhaps we're looking for
never
a
seen
cat
one
burglar.
before.
Perhaps you are looking for a cat burglar.
Sorry, what was our purpose here?
This is the room that the human man came out of. And it doesn't seem, nothing seems to be out of place. It seems to be very tidy, kind of guest room.
Very
Is there
tidy.
have these bedrooms had like ensuite bathrooms or anything?
No, they have not.
Okay. Nothing going on in this. No daggers on the floor. No rote daggers.
There are no rope daggers on the floor. You do see on the other side of the bed a bag, almost like luggage.
Luggage. Okay. I want to open it.
Okay. And you look inside the luggage and you find a couple of extra pairs of clothing. You find a quill and like a notebook, and you find just some various toiletries, whatever medieval toiletries would be.
Yeah. No hotel soap. The
No.
clothes that we find, are they men's or women's clothes?
They're men's clothes.
Men's clothes. Like large or small or average?
They're average size. You would guess that they would fit a human.
Okay, and last question, the notebook that we found with the quill, anything written in it?
You do not see anything written in it.
Okay. That's it for me.
Okay. Well, if you find nothing of concern, necessarily, other than someone's note, we need to figure out whose room that was, I suppose. Ooh, does anyone have chalk on them?
I have a variety of things, including string, ball bearings, candles.
Jess doesn't really have a whole lot of room for stuff.
Chalk? Well, so here's a notion. We can even get like ash out of a fireplace or something. But we mark this door with like a V or a G or something to symbolize the person who came out of. And we've checked this room, and we know that person isn't related to the note, and that this must be their room. And then we can try the other guest rooms and see if there's anything there that could harm Lord Fuega, or find Lord Fuega and identify. Although maybe we should get back to the party and see if Fuega's returned there. Oh gosh. I could go check. I could go down as an animal and go check. I could be a goat. Goats fit into parties, right?
Can you be a pygmy goat?
Ooh, maybe. I mean, I could be a goat or a giant goat, so you're gonna have to pick which one.
Oh.
Can goats get downstairs?
I would assume so. They're good climbers.
It could technically be a baboon, or a jackal, or a giant rat, or a mastiff, or a cat, or a swarm of insects. Like, there's many things I could become to blend into the party. I'm sure the swarm of insects would help, right?
Can you be a mouse? Because then we can kill two birds with one stone. You can have a look and we can find the cat.
I think that might be a bad idea. Find for the cat by
hilarious.
becoming a mouse. Although I could become something else before the cat ate me, I suppose. What about weasel? Do cats go after weasels?
Weasels go
I
after
would
cats.
assume. Yeah. Or maybe both. I know it's not a weasel, but I used to have a ferret and my cat liked to chase it.
Weasel
If
would-
that helps at all. Yeah, Weasel. His name was Weasel, if that helps.
Maybe that can work. I can become a weasel. Hey.
I'm sure
Do
you'll
you
be
have
able to weasel your way out of trouble then.
Exactly!
Do you have to roll anything to become a weasel, or is it just like
It's wild shape, so I just become a weasel.
That's amazing.
Welcome to D&D. I am now a weasel.
That's beautiful.
Let's look this up. It's not a giant weasel, it's just a regular weasel. So let's
Okay.
be fair about this.
Tara is a weasel.
Tara's become a weasel.
I like this.
A +5 to hit, so I actually do better to hit than I do currently.
Dang.
Wow.
That is one accurate weasel. It's not a sentence I thought I'd say out loud today.
Just really Mardy weasel. Sorry, Mardy's a British word. That means like annoyed.
My dexterity stays about the same. Hearing and smell, so I get advantage on those checks. So yay, that rely on hearing and smell. So I'm gonna go down and hop around a little bit around things, and go see if I can find Lord Fuega quickly while you're all upstairs. If he went down, if he's around the areas, that's all.
Okay.
Well, down in that form though, she just kind of looks up, picks one of you, picks Charlie, and just like voice in the head, like, "I'll be right back." That's
Okay.
a Ghostwise halfling thing.
That's...
The weasel said they'd be right back.
So if anyone's wondering what this silent speech, Ghostwise, you can speak telepathically to any creature within 30 feet of you.
I like this.
I can do this to random people at the party too.
That's terrifying. They're gonna think this place is haunted.
I know, it's great.
You must use your power for evil.
Honestly, we could figure out whose writing that is and just like have the weasel popping around. It's like, we know what you're planning.
And see if anybody reacts.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
so Tara becomes a weasel, and where do you go? You just kind of tell me where you go.
So I stay to the closest side and I go hopping down the stairs
Mm-hmm.
to the party area.
Okay.
Where do I hear people milling about?
It seems like the most sound is coming from the ballroom.
Okay. I will go hopping to the ballroom, being careful to avoid anybody. if I
Yes.
can. Sneaking. I'm like this big. Are the doors to the ballroom open?
Yes.
Okay. I go hopping in.
Okay. You see a lot of people in this room. They're milling about. It seems like they're kind of waiting for something. There seems to be a lot of confusion. Nobody really knows what's going on. Some people are getting a little angry. They think the party should have started by now, but it doesn't seem to have kicked off at all. There's nobody like performing here in the ballroom, and there is kind of like a haphazard stage kind of set up.
Okay.
It's a little chaotic.
Oh gosh, that looks so unfortunate. So there's a lot of people here, I imagine?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see if anyone looks guilty. No, that won't help.
They all guilty.
They all look guilty. Okay, let's continue around the area. Let's see what to do. The kitchen's still probably going crazy. There's people in the ballroom. I'm going to check. I'm going to hop over and actually, you know what? I'm gonna go see if I can go hop and check the lounge.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. The lounge. Sure.
Lounge.
Yes.
Is there anybody in the lounge?
There are a few people in the lounge, including the human man that that Trill saw. You're Tara. Yes. The human man wearing the kind of the green priestly clothing. He's kind of he is talking to a couple of other party goers, and they kind of look like they don't really want to be there talking to him, but he has them a little cornered. The other things in the lounge, there's like some poofy chairs. There's a fireplace also on one wall. And yeah, the human guy is there chatting with a couple of other party goers.
All right. If they look all very unimpressed with him or whatnot, let's see here. What is something terrible I can do right now?
Said every D&D player ever at any moment.
Yes.
Think of like any Disney movie where animals like invade a nice fancy gathering and knock over all the stuff.
Right? Like that sounds like it's gonna be a great thing to do. It was more that I have that silent speech, right? So I can just kind of poke. Oh, I know one thing I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna leave the lounge and go check another room. But
Okay.
I'm gonna look for someone that's particularly bored with him and just poke in the head. And this is like, I know you're bored with me, okay? You don't have to show it on your face, and then just hop out of the room.
One of the people who the priest guy was talking to gets this look of utter shock on their face, and they look around kind of to see if anyone else had said anything, and there clearly was no one else who talking besides the priest, and this person just looks supremely uncomfortable and very embarrassed. Little tiny weasel laugh.
I'll go check the study.
Okay.
I'll look for notes now, though, instead.
Fair. So you you head into the study and you see a big wooden desk. There are some books on the desk. There's also some books kind of lined up on a shelf. And there is an elven woman in there looking over the titles of the books on the shelf, and she's quite tall, she's quite slender. She has a very slinky red dress on.
Or if it has pockets.
It totally has pockets, lots of pockets, always.
Yay, pockets. Okay. As a weasel, I will try and hop over to the desk without being noticed by Our Lady in Red.
Yes.
And the Rouge Rogue. And I will alliterate to the end of the days if you let me. And I'm going to try and check the desk for anything written on it.
Okay, you do an investigation check for me, please.
Okay. That's going to be great.
Do weasels have like any investigation?
Oh gosh, no.
I think when you
And I
wild
don't
shape,
either, so.
you keep your original. So if you're awful, the
Yeah.
animal's awful too.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair.
Yeah, the plus side is the weasel gets no negatives to it, or I don't.
That's
at least
good.
with the weasel. Oh my god!
Wow, a 20, not 20.
The weasel rolled a nat 20.
Critical weasel.
Critical weasel.
I hashtag band name. That's what you guys should call your acapella group, Critical Weasel.
Done. I've already made
Sold.
the t-shirts.
I have hit the peak of this night. I cannot do any better than this, no matter how much I make fun of the bahaha brouhaha.
Okay. So you do see some papers on the desk, and there's a quill, and there are some notes. It almost appears to be like plans for the party, including you see the name of like a caterer, a catering business. You see plans for entertainment, different band names. Critical Weasel is not on that list, as you suspected. But yeah, it just appears to be some handwritten lists, and then also under it you find some quite outstanding, some quite large, what appear to be bills.
Ooh. Ooh, can I grab one of those large bills in my little weasel mouth and start heading upstairs?
Absolutely,
Grab one of the
yes.
large ones? Okay.
Yes.
I'll head up to find my companions upstairs. I'm sorry. I got teary-eyed from that. Now course, as my face is like, you cried. That means all the gunk around your eyes, all the oils from your face are wanting to get in there, and it burns.
Yes.
It burns.
Oh no.
Little weasel face, it burns.
Poor weasel.
Poor weasel. Okay, the weasel goes rushing upstairs carrying this piece of paper.
Does anyone else have I am Weasel in my head?
What is I am weasel?
What is I am weasel? Yeah, no.
It's a cartoon. Doesn't matter. Don't worry about it.
I'm looking this up now. You realize
I
this.
kind of want to look it up too. Yeah.
Oh, that.
Yeah. I am Weasel.
IR baboon.
Oh, yeah, baboon.
I am weasel.
All right. So, Tara, you head back upstairs and meet up with the rest of your party, and you are carrying this piece of paper in your mouth. It is a large bill from a catering company for 900 gold. And
That's a lot.
who do you hand it? How does this look?
Okay, so Charlie got the telepathic last time, so hopefully knows it's the weasel this time. They hopefully do.
Thank
So
you.
the weasel just kind of comes in with the bill and then stops and glances over to Charlie really briefly and just like, I found a really big bill. There's bound to be more on the desk. Looks like he was in debt. It sounds that way too, like almost like a ha ha ha, look what I found.
Who are you saying this to?
Charlie.
Okay.
Well, that's a good start. Maybe the person who owes the debt he owes the debt to killed him? Is going to kill him. He's not dead yet. Oh, wait, we haven't found him. We should find him.
I tried. There was no one in. He wasn't in the lounge, although there was a lady there, an elven lady. Are weasels colorblind?
I don't know.
They're probably colorblind. In a really pretty dress. I don't know what color it was. There was a lot of people in the study. No, reverse that. The guy that Trill told us about is in the study. Should I try and tell them that? Do you think I can try and tell them that too?
So Willow and I are just watching Charlie just
Look at a weasel.
staring at a weasel
Yeah.
in silence.
I can't talk back in my head, so I'd be speaking to it.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. Maybe the people who are in debt to him.
Yes, they spoke out loud. Charlie spoke out loud, and the weasel just telepathically talking to Charlie.
Are you talking to that weasel?
Yes, it's Tara.
Oh, ask if she's seen the cat.
Have you seen the cat?
I can still hear everybody.
I'll ask her if she's seen the cat.
I can hear you. Also, it's like flips over to Willow. I can hear you.
Well,
No, I haven't seen the cat. At least the cat hasn't seen me. I think we're okay so far, because the cat could probably outrun me.
Thank you so much to Nemedic, by the way, who came in with that 100-bit donation. Thank you. If you would like to give someone 1 temporary HP, you may.
So we've checked out 2 bedrooms, is that right?
Yes.
How many bedrooms are up here? And is there a bathroom?
Yes, there is a bathroom, and there is, we're gonna say, 1 more bedroom up here.
I want to look at both of them.
Okay, which one first?
Whichever's closer, I guess.
Okay, we'll say the bathroom is the closest.
Wonderful.
Looks like we got a new.
Is it like a large bathroom for all of the bedrooms up here?
Yes,
Guys,
it's pretty.
We're being
It's pretty
raided.
fancy.
Welcome, Jess and viewers. Welcome.
Welcome.
They've come in for butts and glory.
Oh yeah, me too. That's why
Yeah, absolutely.
Butts.
That's why I showed up tonight.
Yeah, butts and glory.
Really adorable.
So, speaking of that, tell me about this bathroom.
It is a very ornate bathroom.
Uh-huh.
It does look like it was it basically serves all the bedrooms upstairs. It's just quite fancy. There's like a gilded
Is
mirror
there a
hanging
clawfoot
on the
tub?
wall. There is definitely a clawfoot tub.
I knew it. Is there a dead body laying in it?
There is not a dead body in the clawfoot tub.
Okay.
Oh, but Willow, roll me an investigation check.
Okay. Is the cat? Is he there?
Cats do really like tubs.
I rolled a 20. I critted it.
You did. So yeah, you
Finally.
laying in the tub, curled up in a ball, is the orange tabby cat that you have been looking for.
Thank God.
Paraclide's trill, if that's okay.
Okay.
Really
Seeing the cat curled up, I would cast Speak with Animals and be like, "Hello, cat. I've been looking for you."
What a way to introduce yourself to anyone.
That's not creepy at all. The cat kind of like lazily opens its eyes and kind of looks around. So with Speak with Animals, can they speak back? Willow?
Speak with Animals.
I wanna say
Comprehend and
yeah.
verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. The knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but minimum beasts can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, whatever they perceive. And yeah.
Okay, yeah, so
I think they can like communicate on like a very basic level.
okay, so like he can meow and you understand what he's saying, basically.
Yeah, so like, I'd be friendly. I'd go up and be like,
I've been looking for you.
been looking for you. I don't have a cat. I don't know if that's how you talk to him.
Generally, this is exactly how it works. You look for them for ages, they don't answer, they're actually just hiding under the bed.
And then when you try to talk to them, they don't listen.
Yeah.
I would ask, is the man that lives here your owner? Does he take care of you?
The cat purrs and says, yes, Lord Fuega, I believe they call him.
Fuega. Have you seen him today?
Today I have seen him, and it's been a while. I've been sleeping for quite some time. You did disturb my slumber, you know.
So you know that you can go right back when we're done.
I think I shall. I believe I last saw Lord Fuega in billiards room.
Oh, how wonderful. Do you remember what he was wearing today?
He was wearing I don't know the word for it. It was a black, very fancy outfit, black and white.
I see. And did you see your master yelling at anyone today? Was he mad? Was anyone mad at him? Did he look worried?
I did see him have a conversation with a very slinky lady. It seemed a little tense.
A slinky lady. Was she wearing a fancy dress?
She was.
Do kitties see colors?
I don't know. Probably limited colors would be my guess.
Was the slinky woman old or young?
She was quite young.
And were her ears pointy or not?
Yes, they were pointy.
Kitty, you've been so helpful.
And the cat purrs and kind of like comes and bonks its head up on your hand.
Yes, I love it. I love little fake cats.
So much more compliant.
Right.
Yeah. This is a very cooperative fake cat.
So unusual.
Right. Yes.
It's not a cat, it's also another druid. Oh no!
Surprise!
Oh no,
It's
there's
Lord-
another
it's
suspect.
Lord Fuega's a cat.
So I would ask the cat, what's your name, by the way?
My name is Sparkles.
Sparkles. That's
Yes.
so lovely. You've been so helpful to me right now. Is there anything I can get for you?
I would love some milk if you have any, if you can find any. I don't know. I wandered down through the kitchen a little while ago and they didn't. Some milk or maybe a small rodent.
Well, I will tell
And
you if you
the
go
cats-
into
Go
the
ahead.
kitchen, don't eat anything green right now. There might be some poisonous plants, which I've seen earlier, so be careful. But I will bring you some milk if I can find some. I don't have any in my pockets right now.
Sparkles kind of starts sniffing the air and looks a little interested in what he's smelling. Is there? Do you have a? You smell? I smell a rodent.
Tara climbed Trill, right? So Tara's like
Yeah.
hanging out.
Yep, Tara's just hanging out right there, and like I'm staying nowhere near that cat.
I feel like I just like absentmindedly forgot that that's a person actually, and I just start like idly like petting her. Just like not paying any. Oh, right.
That's adorable.
Oh, what? Oh, okay.
Alright.
If Sparkles were smelling for a rodent, I would be like, not that one, Sparkles. That one's ours.
But I've been so helpful.
And I'll bring you something, just not that one.
Do you promise?
I promise.
Fine. And Sparkles curls back up in a ball in the tub and promptly goes back to sleep.
Excellent. I will leave and I will go turn to the weasel, now that I know that the weasel can understand me, and say, the woman in the fancy dress, was she an elf like me?
Yes. She was down in the study.
Would you say she was slinky?
Yes, actually, I would definitely say she was slinky, like a nice dress.
Push her down the stairs.
Ping. Everyone loves a slinky.
We need to find her, I think. She's important to this story.
Oh, all right. Yeah, she's in the study. Let's go.
Was she holding anything like a knife or a rope?
She was looking at the books.
Or plumbing equipment.
The slinky lady with the lead pipe.
The slinky lady with the thesaurus just doesn't sound right.
All right, so I won't bother looking in the last bedroom up there to save time. I would just go down and try to find the slinky lady.
Okay.
Or walks downstairs alone or in pairs and makes a slinky sound. A spring, a marvelous thing. Everyone knows a slinky.
Okay,
Are you still gonna just like ride the Trill train down the stairs, or are you gonna?
Oh
jump
yes. I don't trust the cat around right now until we're downstairs.
So do y'all head into the study again?
Yeah,
No.
got a woman to look after. We don't know what color her dress is, though, because the weasels are colorblind.
Yep.
You do see the same elven lady still studying the books quite carefully. She is wearing a very slinky red dress.
I would walk up to her and say, I noticed your dress. It's lovely. Are there pockets?
Why, of course there are pockets. Thank you so much. Your dress is quite exquisite as well.
It's from the boutique, the Baha Boutique.
Oh, yes, the Bahaha. It's
Whatever it's called.
Can I have mine from the Bahaha Bazaar?
Yes.
yes. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ballywag.
What brings you to the gala tonight? Do you know Lord Fuego?
Why, my dear, who doesn't know Lord Fuego? Fuega, actually, is his name.
Well, I would never forget him. He's unforgettable.
Apparently so. Have you not had the pleasure of meeting Lord Fuega yet?
Oh, I've been looking for him all evening. You see, he's a very good friend of my date.
Ah, I see. I believe I saw him headed. The last I saw him, he was headed towards the conservatory, but I don't know what he'd want to do in there. It's all damp and dark and gross.
Okay. I thought it was lovely, but that's, you know what? Difference of opinion. I like plants.
Fair enough.
What do you keep in your dress pockets? I keep chapstick in mine. I will not tell her about the dagger.
That's good. That's good. Fair. Why, I keep my mixtape, of course. Have you heard of me? And she hands over
No.
a medieval version of a mixtape. Whatever that is.
A large record.
Yeah. Why, I have I'm a performer, of course. And I'm quite famous. I'm meant to be performing here at some point tonight, although I haven't quite been fairly compensated yet, so I don't know when I will be taking the stage. But you will know when I do, because it will be perfectly exquisite.
Just like your dress.
Brouhaha bard.
What was your name?
Oh, I'm Willow.
Willow. Nice to meet you. I'm Carlotta, but of course you knew that already.
Oh, of course, Carlotta. I've definitely been listening to your music for years.
Good, of course.
Do you notice the cat in this house? So cute.
I have not seen the cat.
Maybe they've seen you. I don't know. Can't talk.
It is quite possible.
Well, what song are you going to sing first?
My first song that I'm going to be singing this evening is it's a little ditty I wrote. It's called All Star, and it's about it's about being the best version of yourself that you can be. It's a very inspirational song.
So inspiring. I can't wait to hear it. You said you hadn't been fairly compensated. Have you spoken with the other performers? Have they also not been?
Do you know, I haven't had much of a chance to speak to anybody. I've been spending some time here in the study. This bookshelf is quite interesting to me. Quite an unusual collection of books Lord Fuega has here. But I do know that there was a couple other acts who actually didn't show up at the party because they hadn't been paid yet.
That is very honorable that you have still attended. You must have very much cared for this town. And I would be honored if you would give me an autograph. Could you sign something for me?
Why, of course. Do you have something I could sign? I don't have any paper on me.
In my pockets, I do.
I would be happy to sign something for you.
Okay, and then I hand her a parchment and a quill that I have in my pockets. I have a lot of stuff in my pockets.
Yeah, and
They're so helpful.
Yes, she writes her signature on one of these pieces of paper for you.
Could you also write "with love"?
Why, of course. Well, of course, I'm happy to do anything for my fans.
Oh, thank you. I am your biggest fan.
Why, thank you so much. And she writes, "With love for my biggest fan, Wendy." It was so nice to meet you, Wendy.
You too.
So I just want to say, behind Willow, Trill has just been standing there with Tara, like a first stole or whatever, just trying to back up the play. Like, yes, I also am very fancy.
Yeah, and Tara's just kind of laying there, like, yep, I'm a first stole now, just like faking it. But like into Willow's head, there's this little thing: the burned bard with a ballad for the ba ha 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 brouhaha.
I love it.
Now that I have her signature and some sample of her handwriting,
Yes.
I'd like to
That's so small.
I want to compare it to the letter and the grocery list.
Yeah. Roll me an investigation check.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's never gonna get better than the last one. Okay, I rolled a 16. Pretty good.
Okay, yeah, that is pretty good. With a 16, you notice that her handwriting is big and loopy, and it slants to the right.
Oh shit!
Oh go! Oh.
Everyone's a suspect.
Make her write apples.
Make it right.
Excuse me, my name is Apple. Actually, could you just say to Apple?
Apple, what an unusual name.
I'm an unusual person.
My parents were celebrities.
Right.
They named me after their record label.
Okay, I would, noticing all of that, show the group and say, I really think it's the slinky lady. She's got slinky handwriting, and I haven't seen the Lord since we've been here.
Maybe
What do
the
you
body
think?
boy is bankrupting Baccarat at the brouhaha.
Those words?
Yeah.
Don't know
They
because
work.
she's a weasel still.
Oh, damn.
She is.
I don't speak weasel unless it's in my head. And
Whoever wants to have heard that, that's exactly what got said. I can't help it. There's the brouhaha baha. It's just
That's perfect.
How do you want to handle the situation? Charlie, this seems like something that you would be good at. Maybe we should put this in your hands now.
Oh, Charlie just pulls two massive daggers from their waist, and is like, "We should stab them."
Well, Charlie, it is funny you should pull out those daggers. I found this dagger on the ground. I don't know where it came from, but I took it. Will you look at it and see if anything stands out to you? I mean, you know a lot more about daggers than me.
I'll look at the dagger, I guess, and investigate it.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I doesn't have like poison or like some sort of runes that says like Fuego.
Charlie,
God, not Fuegua.
No. I don't know its name anymore. I don't know which one's right.
I don't know either, but I wanted to make the joke.
17.
okay, so with a 17, you notice a very fancy, ornate letter C carved into the hilt of the dagger.
Oh, what was that? What was that homegirl's name?
Carlotta?
Cornelia or something?
Her name was Carlotta.
Yeah, there you go. I know because I have her signature.
There's
Yes, yes, you do.
There's a C on the hilt.
Just like the slinky lady's name is Carlotta.
Are you guys still like standing right there? Like, is she?
No, I
Can she hear this
exited
conversation?
the room.
We moved into the library, I imagine. I hope.
I mean,
I would have definitely taken the group away from her. I would have
Okay.
like had my autograph and like fangirled a little so she felt good, and then
Okay, just wanted to make sure. She's like looking back and forth, like, what's going on here?
Why are they talking? Did that weasel speak in my head?
yeah, no,
Is that a bad thing?
Charlie would probably take you off to the shadow somewhere anyway. Like, if there are any secret passages in this mansion, they'd find them.
So Charlie is looking for secret passages? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, why not? They're looking for secret passages. Let's do it.
Okay,
Go
Charlie,
to the corner rooms.
do me while you're in a corner room. The study is a corner room. Charlie, do me an investigation check. Investigation? Yeah, investigation.
I rolled a 5.
Ooh.
There's nothing but corners in here.
I'm still gonna give you a little something for the 5 because I have the feeling your character's probably pretty good at finding hidden things. You think that it's quite unusual how intently Carlotta is studying the books on the bookshelf.
Oh.
Trill would like to look around because this is a study, and usually, like, old dude studies have, like, a tiny bar, and her goblets are both empty, so go over and find whatever tiny bar is in this study and then pour herself some more.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, absolutely. You can. You don't even have to roll for that. You can. You do find a small stash, and are able to refill your goblet.
Can I just like stare and see, like, as I'm doing this, like what sort of books, what books she's got in her hand? Just staring.
So she doesn't yet have any books in her hand. She is looking at the books on the shelf, and you see that she's kind of like rearranging them, trying to put them, it looks like, in a specific order, but she's not having any luck. And there are also there are some books on the desk in the study, and it looks like there's probably room on this bookshelf for one more book.
That sneaky, slinky lady.
I could go and try and call her bluff.
Why don't we just...
I could go and call her bluff.
she's being called for on the stage and get her to leave.
Well, no, I meant I could go and, as I've got a bit of a shady background. Well, I could go and claim to be one of the Assassins Guild, if there was ever such a thing, and say that we've heard her call, and how would she like us to serve, and then she'd confess, right?
Yes. Yeah. And if that doesn't work, we'll just have her sing.
Or we can have Tara jump on her and scare her.
I think that the
Screams and
Assassin's
runs away.
Guild she would admit to first. Charlie, you do it.
That's a better plan.
Oh, I like your plan too. That's plan B. Shuffle on up. Mademoiselle, 'tis I, the assassin.
I'm sorry, the what?
We heard your call. We heard your plea about the Lord.
She looks utterly shocked and confused. What are you? I'm not sure what you're talking about or who you are, but surely you'd like to listen to some of my music. And she hands you a mixtape as well, like a big old record thing.
I do an insight check. Is she dissembling, or does she genuinely not have a clue?
Do it. You can do an insight check, absolutely. Go for it.
13.
So for a 13, you get the feeling that she really is confused when you start talking about she is confused, but she is also hiding something, is the feeling that you get from her.
'Tis okay, we have been sent to help.
Help with what? I don't know what you are talking about.
How do you plan to do it? Perhaps in the study with the rope? Maybe in the conservatory with the candlestick?
My dear friend, I don't plan on doing anything at all. I don't know what you are talking about. I have nothing to do with this plan.
If you're sure.
What do you know?
Enough. If you plan to do it with your knife, it's a shame you lost it in the ballroom.
I did lose my dagger earlier, but I was not intending on using it. I don't know what you're speaking of.
That's a lie, isn't it? Apparently Charlie is really ballsy.
Right?
Hey, are there any other people in this room, or is it just us and her?
It's just you guys and her.
Or is there a door that you can close?
Yeah.
Cool.
starts to look a little nervous
Good.
when you shut the door.
Yeah.
Who are you? Are you with them?
If I notice that Willow has shut the door, then I think that Trill would take this as the sign that it's time to get a little more pushy and, bring herself up to her full height and maybe start, staring at her in that, like, we know kind of way.
Can you roll me?
And Tara just kind of raises her head from being like stoled, like, hi.
I like it.
We just want to help.
Trill, will you roll me an intimidation check?
Thank you.
Yes.
Ugh, 13.
I would love to see if I could get some deception or persuasion in there. If that's...
Yeah. Well, let's resolve Trill's first, and then you can absolutely roll deception. Carlotta starts to kind of look around a little more nervously. She's looking for an escape route. She feels a little backed into a corner right now. I simply don't know what you're speaking of. I have no idea. I don't know anything about a plan to assassinate Lord Fuega. And she like
I never said Fuega.
She looks super terrified now. She's pretty scared. Charlie,
now it's time to sing.
Charlie, roll me a persuasion check. We're gonna change it to persuasion.
I will. It doesn't matter. They've both got exactly the same modifier.
Okay.
We just want to help.
Okay. She still looks terrified. You got an 18. That's really good. Her eyes get kind of big and she starts like playing with her hair nervously. And she says, I promise I had nothing to do with the actual plan. But someone approached me and told me that if I didn't write this note, this terrible note, they said they would expose me for what I had done, and I couldn't have that. It would ruin my career. I had to write this note. I don't know. What else could I do? I had no choice. I had to write this note.
What color was the person wearing who asked you to do this?
Mustard.
Well, it all happened so quickly. I cannot say who asked me to write the note. It
You
would
cannot
be.
say? You don't know them?
I do know them quite well. I'm just I can't risk being exposed.
So I have a cantrip called Primal Savagery, which basically like makes me like grow claws for a second, and I would want to do that, but I don't want to like hit her or like wound her that much. But I definitely want to like have some like claws come out, and they'll be like dripping with acid, and be like,
Oh god.
Holy bananas, that's terrifying.
And there's like a little voice in her head too, where it's like, we already know the reality. You better tell us the truth, kind of thing. Come on, your guilty conscience isn't gonna save you forever. I'm your conscience.
just turn into like part cat and be like, who was it?
Oh my goodness.
Maybe I've like deholstered the axe now too, and I'm just like picking my fingernails with it.
I have an axe. Damn.
So what kind of fingers do you have?
It's like a very casual.
Big fingers. She is absolutely terrified, and she just. Oh man! All right, you guys. This is like that's a lot for her. She it's very effective. She okay. No. Please don't hurt me. Please don't. It's not even worth it. I'll. So what if he exposes me for lip syncing on stage? It was Lord Fuega. He asked me to write the assassination note.
Can I do like an insight check? Is she bullshitting me?
Yeah, you can do an insight check.
I rolled a 17.
She is, in fact, telling you the truth about both the lip syncing and the note and Lord Fuega.
Sucker. I'm gonna rip up her autograph.
Oh.
In front of her,
Oh.
a single tear rolls down her face.
Yeah, good.
I couldn't. I had no other choice. I had a sore throat and I was supposed to perform at the tavern. What could I do? My very good friend, offered to go invisible and sing right there next to me while I just mouthed along the words. And somehow Lord Fuega found out and he told me that if I didn't write this note, he was going to expose me to everyone and end my career.
What else could I do tonight?
He, like I said, the last I saw, he was headed into the conservatory.
Why are you fidgeting so hard with these books?
Well, someone told me that there was some sort of passage through here.
Someone told you.
Yes.
I think we know each other better than that now.
that is fair. It was the maid Blanche, the little gnomish maid.
Blanche, huh?
You guys met her in the kitchen, but I don't think you
right.
exchanged. Yeah.
All right, I would go over and start trying to like put books in and see if I can get it to open.
When you look at the bookshelf, we do maybe an investigation check or a perception check.
Can I do perception? I'm so much better at that.
Go for it.
I got 23.
Holy bananas. Okay, so you notice that not only is there room on this shelf for one more book, you see that some of the books on the shelf, they have the first letter of the title is underlined. And so you can also see that Carlotta has kind of been like rearranging them, but you see underlined, there is a book called Fault in Our Constellations, and the F is underlined. There is a book called Ugly Gosling, and the U is underlined. There is a book called Great Garblesby, and the G is underlined. And then there's one that doesn't have an underlined letter, but it's called Carlotta's Letter.
It doesn't have an underlined letter?
That one doesn't. Not on the spine of the book.
So right now we've got Fug.
Yeah. And then Carlotta's letter.
I'm bad at puzzles. Charlie?
Okay, so what are the letters?
F-U-G.
You have an F, a U, and a G. And then a Carlotta's letter.
Anything else on the table?
On the desk, there are more books. There's 5 of them.
All right. Do any of those have an underlined letter?
Yeah, one of them does.
Oh, cool. What's that?
It's called Ella Cursed.
And what letter's underlined?
E.
Like
I feel
food?
really stupid for not knowing how to spell Lord Fuega. What was his name again?
Fuega?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's how you spell Fuega. I just put it in chat.
You
But which A on Carlotta's letter?
See what?
If that's the one. Which A on Carlotta's letter, if that matters.
So the spine of Carlotta's letter doesn't have anything underlined, but if you, I'm gonna give you guys this. If you pull out the Carlotta's letter book, there is a big red A on the cover.
Sneaky.
Put them in order. Put them in order.
All right. Yeah. We'll try to arrange them in the Fuega.
Yes.
Fuega.
Yes.
Sorry, it's getting so late and I'm just losing.
Sorry. Yes. So you put in the Ella's Cursed on the bookshelf to make the letters spell out Fuega, and the bookshelf swings away and you see a hidden tunnel in front of you.
Okay.
It's
I'll go in.
it's dark.
We found it! We found it!
You say that inside our brains.
Yep.
Okay.
And the weasel hops down and goes into the little tunnel.
Yes. So you guys go through the tunnel. It's dark. You come out on the other side, actually, in the conservatory again. It's dark. It's hot. There are a lot of plants. But this time you hear urgent whispered arguing in the corner.
Who is it?
You can peek and you see that it is someone, a male that you don't recognize, wearing a black and white tuxedo, and the green-robed priest man.
Does he look like Tim Curry?
Yes. Yes, he does.
Okay. I have a plan. So, I'll go ahead slightly. I will talk in green person's head. And we will distract him and we will save Fuega while you guys wash in. Okay?
But if Fuega asked for the note to be written, maybe this isn't so much a rescue as a uncovering?
Well, yeah, but if they might try and kill each other?
Still holding my axe, just like, yes, please.
I mean, should we just make an assumption and just kill one, or?
No?
Both? I don't know.
I usually wait to be paid, but I mean, we can do that.
We're supposed to keep him alive for money.
Well, exactly, so we just kill the green person?
Wait, you said the green man is a cleric, right?
Yes.
I'm a cleric. Can I like tell, like, by looking at him what kind of cleric he is, like who his deity is?
I don't think I've ever had anyone do this before, but will you roll me a religion check?
I will. Am I good at religion?
I would guess as a cleric. I don't know.
Not that good, but
Oh,
That's a 2.
wow.
that's a critical fail.
That's not good at all.
Oh, what's a holy symbol again? I don't know.
He's wearing green.
Oh, the
And
color
you-
of the forest, like me.
Yes.
Just go in and do that I'm your biggest fan thing again.
Yeah, perfect.
Let's see if
That
it
worked
works.
real good last time.
Okay, I don't look like a cleric right now, though. I'm wearing like a leopard print gown. But... they look like they're in like a heated conversation right now.
They're very clearly arguing, but it's also in like whispers because you can tell they don't want to be heard, and they haven't noticed you yet.
Cool. You know what? I want to be a wild card. I'm going to cast silence over there so they stop yelling at each other.
Okay. They both suddenly look around very suspiciously as they can no longer make sounds, and you see the man in green grab Lord Fuega with his like arm around his neck, and he pulls out a dagger.
Can I
The weasel
disappear?
rushes in. Like, no!
Can I disappear into the greenery? Can I try and hide?
Can
Can I try and stealth my way through the greenery?
Is
It's
there
not
a
going to
check?
make any sound, so...
Yeah, you're silent, and it's dark.
Yeah, so I just don't have to be seen. That makes it even easier, right? That's
Yeah.
stealth roll. Is that cool?
Yeah, stealth roll. Go for it. With advantage?
Nat 20.
Oh, you don't even need advantage. Nice. Yeah, you're definitely sneaking basically wherever you want to sneak right now in this conservatory. You got it.
Okay, so here's a weird thing. Can I have seen nothing so far that says I cannot, but I'm gonna ask the DM.
Okay.
Can I cast a spell as a weasel?
Oh, that's a good question.
You have to have like the verbal
Yeah, is it a verb
component of doing that. Like, I don't, not to hinder your coolness here, but
Right.
I'd say if it only needs semantic and even materials, I'd say that is fine. But if you
Yeah,
need to speak,
But if you need a verbal, yeah,
I'll
that's
see
fair.
what it needs.
That's a good call.
I've got this
because
brilliant
like
image
as
of
a druid, you don't get that power until you're like a super high level.
Yeah, it does need semantics. I'd have to come back.
Okay.
Oh, fine. I go back to my human form, but I cast heat metal once I'm back on the dagger that the green buddy's holding.
Oh,
Nice.
I like that. That's
I love
good.
it. Does he drop it?
Yeah, he drops it in shock.
Well, the person just appeared before them and they made the dagger really hot out of a
Yeah,
weasel.
he's yeah, he looks extremely shocked to see to see this person pop up in front of him. And he definitely drops the dagger, but he holds Fuega tighter and starts backing up with him as Fuega is kind of like struggling a little bit.
may I dive out of the bushes and bury a dagger in their back?
Yeah, go for it.
I was born for this part.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we should like roll for initiative here.
We can do this. Definitely be a surprise attack to start initiative.
You definitely have a surprise, yeah.
That's 18. Or if they don't know I'm coming, I think that gives me advantage as well.
An advantage, I believe so.
So 18.
18 definitely,
Sneak attack damage.
yes.
Okay, so 18 hits. Let's
Yes.
see. I'm level 3. I'm an assassin. So I can't assassinate yet, but I do get the sneak attack thing. I think it's an auto crit, or is that assassinate?
I don't think you get an auto crit yet, right?
Let's have a quick look.
I
I've
don't
got
know.
it open.
Unless they're incapacitated or.
Okay, assassins. At 3rd level, you're deadliest when you get a drop on your enemies. You have advantage on attack rolls against a creature that hasn't taken a turn in combat yet. In addition, any hit you score against that creature that is surprised is a critical hit.
What the hell?
You get a
Wow.
level 3, yeah.
That is some bullshit. I love it.
Holy
Bro,
banana. That's crazy. Okay,
So-
yeah.
First is the dagger damage.
Oh my god.
Why am I not an assassin all the time?
I love assassins. I play them so much.
It's great.
So that'll be 9 damage for that, and then there's a bit more for the sneak attack.
Mhm.
Okay.
19 all told.
Jesus.
Holy cow. That is insane. Yeah, he is definitely surprised. He is so he gets stabbed in the back. Is that what you said? You
Yep.
stab him in the back. Okay.
With the Carlotta dagger, just to be
With the-
safe.
Of course.
Did you stab
He-
the Lord or the green guy?
The green guy.
The green guy, yeah.
Yeah.
He definitely, his eyes go big and he gasps, but you can't hear it because you're silenced. And he lets go of Fuega, who falls to the ground, and he kind of like clutches his back and like whirls around to face you. And I think we're gonna roll for initiative now.
That's fair.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got an 8.
$14.
Okay, so
Chill just really wants to smash something.
Charlie got a 20. That's crazy.
I did. Hello.
That's awesome. Let's see. Sorry, give me a sec to put all this down.
Fine.
Oh boy, if I go before he does, that means I've still got assassinate active because they haven't had a go yet.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Cool.
This is the rogue I should have been playing instead of an.
Oh, Trill, you look so salty.
Trill wants to kill the guy.
This will be awesome. If he dies before I can hit him, this is gonna be perfect. It's wonderful.
Okay, so yeah, we have rolled for initiative, and Charlie is going first. So this man, this priest in these green robes, turns around to face you. He is pretty shocked and angry, and he would say something real cool to you, but he can't.
Well, I'll attack with my he's not gone yet advantage. And the 24 hit.
Yes. Yeah.
Doesn't hit.
There's another 15 damage.
Holy bananas.
And then
Okay.
with my offhand dagger, bonus action. The 19 hit.
Hit, yep.
There's less damage on this one because I don't get to add my dexterity, but there's
Right.
another 12.
Oh my gosh.
Stabby.
Yeah. You basically just stab him a whole bunch. He is not in good shape at all. He he's looking pretty rough. Pretty extremely rough. I have a question as a DM. Is there when someone gets like down to a certain amount, or like are there conditions that happen if they get down below a certain like below half of their hit points or
Depends
something?
on what going. It's called being bloodied, though. for the
Yeah.
British structure. It's not a condition on them unless something happens with what Scrat did that causes a condition. They're
Okay.
just known as bloodied for the sakes that you don't have to reveal their hit points to like us, but we
Okay.
know at bloodied they're at a certain level-ish.
Okay.
I
Yeah, not
often, if they're
looking good.
really bad, I often make them take a knee to give a nice visual cue of how bad
Yeah.
they're
Yeah, that's-
looking.
Same, or I have
That's
them like
fair.
double up myself or grab something kind of
Okay.
thing. Yeah,
That's
description-
fair, and that guy's definitely doing this. He's doubled over. He's
Wonderful.
yeah. And Tara, it's your turn.
And now, is that a thoughtful pause terror, or is that a I didn't hear my name pause terror?
That's a thoughtful pause as I go over what I want to do.
Just wanted
Got
to
I've
be
already
clear.
made him drop the dagger. He close for a thunder wave. But I
Oh.
do have my quarterstaff, so I can hit with the quarterstaff.
I do
Let's
have
just do that.
movement as well, so I'd probably move away, which means he could attack me if he wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, attack of opportunity if he wanted to take it, but that would be his reaction.
Hmm.
I don't think. Yeah, I'm gonna say he's not. You guys have got him pretty good here. He's not gonna take that attack of opportunity because
Alright.
he's dropped his dagger.
I
Even
run away and hide behind Trill.
Good idea.
Trill's just like ready to start moving.
Tara rushes in but moves to the side to give space for Trill to come rushing in afterwards. And smacks with the quarterstaff at a 14.
a 14 does not hit his
Aw.
AC.
So I whiffed.
Yeah.
Great.
So Tara misses.
I miss.
And now it is his turn. And he is going to cast Cure Wounds on himself.
Oh,
Oh,
that son of a bee.
Let me just let's see. So sorry, let me find his spellcasting modifier.
Wisdom.
Thank you. Okay, listen. So he didn't do too great, but he healed a little bit. He looks a little better. A little better.
Tiny bit.
Tiny
Trill,
bit better.
Trill. Come on, Willow and Trill.
It's Willow's turn next.
Oh, marvelous. So I'm concentrating on silence.
Okay.
So I will go up and I will attack him with a primal savagery. I'll turn into like a cat again and like acid claw him.
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
Go for it.
All right.
I kind of just really want you to take him out if this is
So does the 17 get him with a claw?
Yes, it does.
All right, so it's 9 acid damage.
And Willow, with that, he's going to die.
Okay.
Tell me what that looks like.
Okay, I will. So Willow will get like cat eyes for a second and like grow some claws and just kind of like slash at him. And then as he falls, I think that I would, if you'll let me, I don't really know if I can do this. I can wait around. I would cast Healing Word to bring him up to like 1.
Oh.
1 hit point. Now I want to turn him into the police.
We can turn a corpse into the police.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna allow that. Absolutely. That's
But is there
brilliant.
enough time to communicate that to Trill?
That's fair because
No, there's not. I have more spell slots though, so like do your thing. No. I claw attack him and then I'm like, haha, and then I bring him up. He looks bad, and then it's your turn. I didn't say anything.
It's Trill's turn.
Yeah.
This guy
This guy.
is roughed up. He's not having a good day.
This is the worst day of his life, even.
Basically, yeah.
All right, so Trill's really excited for violence. So I guess I did just see you kill him and then bring him back up, but it all happened real quick, and I'm like,
Yeah.
getting ready to pop into a rage. So whatever. So she will just fly into that rage and run and just smash him with her axe.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Bye.
And when you're in a rage, you still roll for your attack, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
It's more damage.
Yeah, do you
Are
get
you-
any?
Oh, but I miss. Almost certainly.
You did miss.
I just
Yeah.
whiff.
Yeah. You miss because he kind of falls to the ground. He's still conscious, but barely. And you just come swinging by just as he falls. So he's on the ground, not doing great. It's Charlie's go now.
So Trill runs up and misses.
I like to think that I don't expect that, and so I kind of trip over myself and stumble into a bush.
Hopefully not one of the poisonous ones.
Trill runs into a bush. So I guess Charlie will pounce on the person, but before sinking the blade in, they'll look to Willow like,
I drop silence to do
Okay.
healing word.
Oh,
I
yeah,
would-
okay.
Yeah. I would put my hand up and be like, we could give him over to the police.
oh,
But
thank God, we can hear each other again.
sorry about that.
No, that's fine.
It was dramatic effect, you know?
Yeah, they never saw me coming. Thank you.
You're welcome. We could give him over to police, and he's so weak right now he could not defend himself, and then the town would get everything that they wanted.
Okay,
We would be the heroes.
sounds good. In that case, I'll turn around and I'll help Trill out of the bush.
I would make sure she was not poisoned and did not accidentally swallow a branch.
Fair. I'm gonna say she's good. I don't think she swallowed any.
Anyway,
She didn't land in any poisonous plants.
So in the conservatory, I would use the rope to tie up the suspect.
I like that very much. That's perfect. Yeah, absolutely. You managed to tie this guy up. He can't put up much of a fight. And Lord Fuega is now standing up. He's kind of been watching this whole thing with
I mean, he's in hot water too.
and he's looking at all of you just aghast, and he says, what on earth are you doing? What do you think you're doing?
Saving your life?
No, you've gotten it all wrong. This man was never going to kill me. He was only supposed to pretend to kill me.
Well, I'm pretty sure that dagger was a real dagger.
I used it. It was definitely a real dagger.
Yes, fine. Maybe things got a little out of hand. I didn't quite pay him for his job, but I was trying to create excitement, trying to drum up some drama to make this the biggest party that has ever happened in Bahaha.
Sure, except, when you don't pay your debts, people take that kind of seriously for big parties.
I am finding that out. This party has been a little bit of a disaster, if I have to admit.
He is at fault for attempted murder, as I see it, and you, from what you're explaining,
Fraud?
Embezzlement?
I don't know what you're talking about. I simply hired this man to pretend to kill me.
But you have not paid your caterers? You have not paid Cornelia?
Cornelia?
I don't I don't know. Is that right?
Carlotta?
Probably, I don't even know.
Carlita?
Please tell me you wrote down Cornelia, like in your notes.
No, I wrote down Carlotta. I just
That's so perfect.
Oh my goodness.
Can I just like back up Willow's words by like just licking some of the blood off the knife for effect,
Hope he's not poisoned.
Right. Fuega looks a little ashamed, a little defeated. This party may have gotten away from me a little bit. I really did intend on throwing the largest, most exquisite, exclusive party that Bahaha has ever seen. But it seems it has turned into a bit of a disaster.
Yeah, and there's no food.
That is honestly the worst bit.
It really is. How do you not plan to pay your caterers or your performers or anyone that's dealing with things? You are lucky, sir, that no one else tried what it is. In fact, really, you should be, like, if you had actual gold on us, we should actually be paying us to keep you alive for the rest of this party, because you're servants, sir, and the performers, and anyone else that's been so angry. You have guests waiting that have not even been fed. How
Yes.
Your cat wants some milk too.
Yeah, take care of your cat.
I take very good care of Sparkles. I will.
Sparkles? Do you know
I
the
would.
cat called Sparkles? I'd ask your cat if they want to be Sparkles.
I will
Because
take
we're
that into
weasels, we don't like
consideration.
I've always liked the name Percy.
Fair. I will have a discussion with the cat.
Yes.
We've ruined Lydia. Sorry.
Well,
But
It
also,
appears-
maybe try to see if you could switch them to soy milk, because they were saying that regular milk is actually bad for the environment. And
And cats in general, actually, cats shouldn't really be weaned onto real milk.
that's fair. I don't give Sparkles milk very often, which is probably why he was asking for it. But I will take that into consideration as well. The soy milk, you say? I'm sure the Bahaha Bazaar has some for sale. One of the booths, the Bahaha Bazaar booths,
Perhaps
have milk for sale.
the Bahaha Mini Mahaha Heart.
My influence has spread!
Yes. Well, it appears that nothing I have attempted today is going well. Today, this was supposed to be a grand, giant festival, and now it is simply everything seems like it's on fire.
Yeah, that's not how you get your town on the map.
I thought I was doing a good thing, but
Well, your Bahaha Brouhaha was a bust, okay?
Yeah, next time you really probably should hire an actual party planner that has experience with doing murder mysteries, because you really have no hand for this.
my short-lived career as an event planner, I believe, is now over. Unfortunately.
That was your career?
I was attempting. I was trying new endeavors, once. Crap. Oh, there's only so many things to do in Bahaha. One gets bored of Bahaha. So I thought I'd try something new.
Okay, well, don't.
Don't.
Shall we take this one to the police and this one as well?
Fine. Me as well, what?
You planned a full murder of yourself. That's fraud at the very least, sir. At the
And-
very least, you can say you planned this all yourself so the chief doesn't worry about you.
And we have a confession from the I only know her as the Slinky Woman.
Carlotta, Carly. We have it from Carly. Carlotta. I actually have her name in the chat. Carlotta.
Carlotta. Oh yeah, of course. Carlotta.
Carlotta, like Spanish for scarlet.
Oh.
Yeah, I know it hurts. It's so bad.
We have a confession from Miss Carlotta about you getting her to write a murder note for you.
That is
Blackmail.
quite unfortunate.
I don't know if blackmail is legal in this town.
Well,
Yeah.
this town's not even on the map. Nothing's legal.
The
It's on the
Bahaha
map now.
blackmail.
The police person put it on the map.
Just for us.
Well, that's true.
Not an official document.
Just our document.
Listen. Roland Poland is a good friend of mine, and he would not. I dare say he would not like to see me brought into him. If I agree to pay you some money, would you perhaps leave my name out of this?
Probably.
I've seen your bills on your desk, sir, and I do not believe you could cover that debt.
I believe I absolutely could cover that debt. I can write you a note promising that I will pay you
Oh no.
quite
So,
soon.
you can go one better. Why don't you just grab the deed for this place and we'll use that as insurance?
Yeah, sign it over to us until you pay us.
Do I have another choice?
Not
No.
really, because I've seen your desk.
And also, what
mean,
kind of investigation would we be if someone says, "Oh, the police officer's my friend. He wouldn't like to see me." Of course, we're taking you in.
He pulls the deed of his manor out of a pocket because he just carries it on him. He's very proud of his home, and he.
I can't believe that worked.
It's like in a little small sort of tan manila envelope.
Yes, yeah, it is, yeah, and there's like a string that is like wrapped around the this little circle that is holding it shut, and he hangs his head and hands the deed over to Tara.
I'm gonna, if you don't pay us back, I'm turning this into a nature reserve.
Oh dear. I mean, Baha doesn't have a nature reserve. Perhaps it could be good for our reputation.
I mean, it's gotta be better than this murder mystery one. It just kind of wanders off with the deed.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, he kind of like hangs his head and like shuffles out of the conservatory. And now you're there with the green man.
We have
The
a
green man.
raid from Arvin Elleron. Oh, hi!
Oh,
We're playing Clue. We didn't realise we were playing Clue, but we stabbed the green person to death. Well, nearly to death. The paladin healed them up a couple of times. We kept attacking them.
yes.
It's been a good time. It's been a good time.
Perfect raid.
Yay!
Okay, so we
Alright.
brought him to the police.
Okay. And
It's agreeing to the chief.
yes. His name's Vernon. He tells you on the way there.
Oh,
Maybe-
the cleric's name is Vernon?
Vernon, yeah.
I won't remember that
Verde.
one.
I know that one.
Yes. Yeah, so you take Vernon to Chief of Police Roland Poland, and he he says, why I'm shocked, but thank you so much for solving this mystery, dear party. As promised, here is a whole lot of gold. And he pays you each 1,000 gold pieces,
Ooh.
and
Ooh.
takes Vernon and throws him into the one cell in the Baha prison. The Baha holding cell.
And Trill goes off to go buy some food.
Yes, fair, because there was none at this party. Yeah, so now you all have 1,000 gold and you solve the mystery.
Yay! And we have a deed.
Yes, you have a deed to Lord Fuega's manor.
And the cat. It comes with it.
Did you and Sparkles? Is he written in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made sure.
Yeah.
I retroactively make sure I get the cat.
Fair. You guys
Well,
did
that's
it. Good
true.
job.
You did a
We
great
did the
job.
thing. We did amazingly. I had so much fun. If you ever want a sign that you've got a good DM, it's when one of the players literally cannot stop laughing. I'm not looking at anyone in particular. Like, as in all of us. Like,
Thank you so much.
As a
Oh,
lifelong
great. Yes.
Colonel Mustard player, where was he? Which room
So-
did he not go in?
The Colonel Mustard player. Let me look at my notes real quick because I have notes on all the rooms.
you look like a Vernon the Vicar player today. Just saying.
Colonel Mustard was in the dining room. There was a dining room. They all.
Okay.
There were a couple
Oh,
rooms. You
should have
guys.
gone there.
You guys. There also was the billiards room, which billiards don't exist yet, and so the story was going to be that it had like a kind of a foosball looking table in there, but it was jousters instead of soccer players. And it was named
idea.
after, thank you. It was named after Fuega's friend, Bill Yard. He insisted that the room be named after him, so it's called the billiards room.
I love that. I love it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, here we are at the end of the stream, everyone. Let's go round and say what we thought of it, what our favourite part was, where we can find each other online, and all the wonderful things that we get up to. This time we'll go this way around the screen, so we'll start with Atomic Firebird. Oh, hi, Brett.
Hi. Oh, gosh. I mean, the moment I realized it was Clue, I was just like, I am here for this. I have like 3 different versions of Clue. As a child, my brothers and I made Star Wars Clue because there had to be more types of Clue. I love Clue.
Britt, your face when you discovered that it was Clue was like priceless. It was perfect.
I didn't even care that I made a barbarian that didn't have a whole lot to do because I'm just here for this show now. It was awesome. I loved it. Oh yeah, yes, I'm Atomic Firebird on Twitter.
Oh,
It's
fandom.
irrelevant. I got to play Clue.
Okay. Next around we have Crazy J. Crazy J, are you okay? Do we need to come back to you?
I think I'll be okay. I mean, after the attempts to like say various alliterations with the brouhaha bahaha over and over, that led to me laughing a lot because my head would just have these like little beelines, and I'm like, and I'd sit there trying not to share it. So hi, I'm Crazy J. I will share a lot of other cool links in the chat because I have a whole bunch of stuff that goes on and a whole lot of free time, and I'm going to explain why in a moment. So I am on 0D20, a podcast for bringing underrepresented voices to tabletop games. So we promote inclusivity and diverse play through our table and the campaigns we run. So I actually have a cool NPC generator that's in alpha state right now that actually brings disabilities into NPCs.
Oh, nice.
And mobility aids and things like that, and hearing aids and things, so forth and so on. I also do this cool thing called boudoir dice, which is ridiculous. It's just sexy dice pictures, like literally all safe for work. I promise, they're always safe for work. But they're just dice pictures like on chaise lounges, or on a chair, or yeah, I'll post the link.
Dice porn.
Yeah,
It's
literally
dice
dice porn.
It's
Yeah.
literal dice porn.
Dice
That's
on some
amazing.
fluffy
That's
handcuffs.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get something like dice sized. And then Twitter is Crazy J, which is just the name that links up here. The reason I'm also having a lot of free time is I'm very public about this. I have been diagnosed with cervical cancer. I don't want to go like, oh my gosh, it's. I was diagnosed a couple weeks ago. It's okay. I've processed. But I talk about my experience with it on Twitter a lot because I have a crazy sense of humor, and so I've started to make fun of my experiences. I don't know if anyone else has been this way, but like, just for example, because of the type that I have, I don't get pants. Often I do not get pants. So as an example of something that comes up on the Twitter, the MRI technicians gave me pants, and I was so happy. I'm like, you're my favorite people. And as to quote my spouse, I could hear you laughing from the waiting room because they gave me pants. So if you want to follow it, it's Adventures in Cervical Cancer. It tracks the good, the bad, and the horrifically hilarious. That's kind of what I do.
Fantastic, thank you. And yeah, humor is a great coping mechanism. I'm so glad that you are like as cool of it as you are, and best of luck to you, obviously.
I poke myself 3 times a day. I have to either laugh or cry. Next
around we come to Castle Mac Lydia.
Well, clearly I had a terrible time.
Can you do a deception check for me?
I don't think even that can happen at the moment, can it?
Y'all, I'm losing it a little bit. I had a great time. You did such a great job. I had so much fun. Thank you for having me out. I hope that you DM 100 more times and I can play in all of those games.
Oh my god. Thank you so much.
All right, guys. Let me organize some thoughts here. I am Lydia. You can find me on Twitter at CastleMacLydia. I play on a Twitch channel with my husband and my family, and we play in our basement, and it is twitch.tv/CastleMac. You can find us there Sundays playing Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and other times during the week. You can find us, follow us on Twitter, and just mash all the buttons. I don't know. It's real late, and I just suck at thoughts. Thank you.
Done wonderfully, thank you. Yeah, before we go to you, Becca, I'm not sure which part of this was my favourite, but it's probably got to be the moment when you revealed that it was... Well, first of all, you let us go shopping. Nay demanded / offered, and then revealed that we were playing Clue in evening wear, which was just fantastic. That's got to be my favourite combination of moments. So thank you so much for that. Well, come to me at the end. Let's go to you next. How was it for you?
I was terrified in the beginning. Like I felt super underprepared. Was super terrified, but like this was a blast. I had a great time DMing this, and for you guys who are fantastic players, like Oh, this is such a good experience. I'm so happy with how everything turned out. Gosh, my favorite moment might have been when Charlie and Weasel Tara were like just standing in the hallway, like conversing with each other one way, while Willow and Trill kind of were just confusedly looking on. That was hilarious. I loved that moment so much. It was great.
Weasel.
Critical Weasel. Yes.
Critical Weasel.
Yes. I love Critical Weasel. So as for where you can find me, I actually I am the DM of the Dice Girls. We're a podcast. We're all ladies, and none of us have ever played before we started this podcast, and so we're just a couple months old. We're kind of all learning together, and it's been a crazy whirlwind. We mess everything up but laugh about it kind of adventure. So you can find us on Twitter at the Dice Girls, or you can find my personal Twitter at DreadPirateBex is where I hang out. I spend more time on the Dice Girls Twitter though, admittedly. And you can. Oh,
I've only just put that the Dread Pirate Bex is you.
That's
like
me.
Ah.
That's me, Dread Pirate Bex. Yeah. But no, I spend so much more time on the Dice Girls Twitter, messing around on there. So you can find that podcast wherever you find podcasts. We also have a website, thedicegirlspodcast.com, that you can check out if you'd like.
Thank you so much. And you use the words that make me smile. This was a good experience, which is exactly what I strive to provide. So glad. I am so glad. Guys, I'm not going to keep everyone here. Look at these poor folks. They're tired. So we're going to go through our wrap-up things real quick. Social links. Discord, Twitter, and YouTube. Go and check them all out. If you want to get into a game where you can come along as a player, we do 5 a week. Hit me up on Twitter. Send me a DM. We'll talk dates. We'll get you in a game. And Discord just going to be part of this craziness that goes on behind the scenes in the Discord. It's a ton of fun. Tater Hollow has our raid cry there. We'll be using that in just a moment. We have a Patreon. We do regular articles on the Patreon from Renee, who is in our Dynamo game at the moment, and she was in Eden last year. You can support us on Patreon for as little as $1 a month, and it's actually one of the best ways to support us. We get a really significant cut of the money if you support us through Patreon, so please do consider it. Every dollar is very appreciated, and we very much appreciate that we have been hovering above our $500 goal for like half a month now, so that feels like stability. I'm not sure, but thank you all, because we did waver a little bit, and it's amazing. Thank you. We have merch. If you want to get a crest on your chest, head over to the Redbubble there. We also have sponsors in Bird in the Storm Publishing, who create content for D&D 5e and other TTRPGs. We have their Clearing the Midnight Wield video on the YouTube at the moment. You can go and find that. We also have Mage Hand Press. Mage Hand Press created the Dark Matter Alpha, which is a sci-fi expansion for D&D 5e, so you can play any of your sci-fi fandoms in D&D. We use it to just mess about in space. We also have some panels down below the screen. You can go and check out arasavad.com, tabletoploot.com, and ruinc.com, all of which have discount codes where you can get between 10 and 15% discount on dice, accessories, and maps. That's everything from me. We're gonna head over and we are going to pay a raid towards the wonderful Jess, or Little Cup of Joe.
Yay!
She is just booting up some Japanese shenanigans. Which is always fun. Essentially, she plays these like Japanese story games, and she does voiceover for all the characters in the background. It's fantastic.
Nice.
Invalid username. I messed it up. Hang on. Let's use the wizard. There it is. Thank you, wizard. Okay. When we get over, let's bring across our critical weasel raid cry, and keep the fun happening across the channels. Thank you very much, everyone. Keep on evoking emotions, and we will see you next time. Bye!
Bye!